Movie notes on Punch 2022 film, 28 December 2024 viewing. I did get up a little early and finish the movie. Okay, so today is Saturday, 28 December 2024, somewhere in the world. Perhaps not where this was filmed, however. Although maybe, but I'm sneaking in if it was, so it's actually a New Zealand film. And I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm Tanis Presley, she, her, hers of Graceland. And this is, so let's see, what did I come up with for the video, for the description of the movie for this watching? It is a fiction film about a young man training in boxing in a quiet / town social environment, and who falls in love with another young man who has a pet dog. I think at some point they're interacting with police in this movie, and they say he's like 17. So they're like young men. This is the term I'm gonna use. And so it's a pride curation movie for me personally, befriending myself, and is about I would say, so the guy who's training in boxing is kind of the guy who's fresh to the being a homosexual thing, while the guy he falls in love with, who has a pet dog, don't worry, is kind of like maybe more familiar with it, or has like already started that journey kind of thing. And they meet on a beach. The guy's dog runs, and he's like, "Hey, get out of here!" You know, the guy training in boxing. But it's like, it's a community beach. Did I forget to say he was running nude? And the nude, you know, and that kind of. But it's a one of the things that actually didn't matter with this one was like, where is this? Because when they're out on the beach, it looks like there's black sand, and I lived in Hawaii, and there was a black sand beach on the Big Island. So I was like watching this, and I was like, this isn't Hawaii, but where is it? Because there's black sand. And so I think it's a New Zealand film, the New Zealand Film Commission, and so I wonder if it was filmed on there. It's on there. Some film this up there. They're like, what? That way. New Zealand from here. Okay, this is the greater Seattle area that I'm filming this in. It was, I will actually give it 5 out of 5 stars. I think, unlike a lot of movies that I've been watching, I could actually be like, who am I in this movie? I'm the guy that would paint that, the character that, the guy with the pet dog, except for, you know, it would be a pet squirrel. But like, it was one of the few where I'm like, oh no, there's enough little things that matter, like don't touch me. So they're walking down the road, and the two guys, and the guy who's training in boxing tries to put his arm around the other guy, and the other guy's like, no, you know, I'm like, don't touch me. Right, even if you like, or don't touch me. But they're like on this road, and the car is coming up behind them, and I was like, there's one. So if you're not familiar with stereotypes, so my sexual orientation is asexual, so I'm not homosexual, however I am also not heterosexual. So a little tidbit for that particular scene is they're walking, and then they're kind of like playful and like running from each other, and a car is coming along behind them. And like one of the stereotypes that might come in there, or an interpretation, is you're too old to be doing that. Right, when you're like, you're no longer boys, you shouldn't be doing that. And but like for them, that's who they are. So there's that one. And then I think as things like for me to highlight from this, so it goes through the training gets disrupted of this guy because the guy he falls in love with gets attacked by a community member, and kind of ganged up on. And then oh yeah, I have a Lindor candy cane milk chocolate truffle. So end it on a couple of high notes. So he gets attacked, this guy's friend, and so then there's, which is a form of like trying to control the homosexual, and then they set the car of that guy on fire, and the boxer guy, the guy whose car it was, who had attacked this guy he fell in love with, comes over, And it's kind of a lesson, I feel, in careful. And this actually came up in my own training, running. This was like, careful on getting really involved in a community or community standards, because then if you're different, you become easy to control. And I thought this movie did a great job of, like, this guy comes over, and so the guy who had raped this guy, the other guy, and he goes, and so how's he going to control the athlete? He goes, you're going to get in the ring tomorrow and you're going to win. All right. Your dad's sick, you need the money. And it's a lesson of, and then the guy that goes on, and I'm like, the boxer decides to choose his dad, essentially. So it deviates from like heterosexual sports culture, which is like win-win-win, so to speak. But there's still that, the approach to dealing with someone in a sporting environment is grow up and win. And so that one goes back to, I have, I page in the life of Elvis Presley. I even have that particular angle is not new to me. I was back in 2008 where there was like some heterosexual people at the Olympic Games, and I was just like, asexual, just no, and so, but I acted on that at the time. So I'm not someone who follows that herd mentality of must win in sports, but I am also asexual, so yeah. But it's just kind of a reminder of that thing I thought through, 14 years ago. Yeah, that's right. That's people who bully, and especially, are just like, just get out there and win. But some of us have things that matter so much more in our life than winning. Anyway, so my movie notes on Punch, 2022 film, 28 December 2024 viewing. That was good. Give it a 30 out of 10.